Cece.
And this is Nia. And this is Raw Sugar.
Talking about life's raw moments.
Without sugarcoating shit.
We have a special guest today, Candice.
And it's her birthday, bitch. One time for the birthday, bitch. Go, girl, go. Where's the Oh, Lord.
She's all serious.
She's all, I'm professional. So we have her here. This is our first interview with her. We've been wanting to do it for a very long time.
Aww.
Thanks, guys.
She's the OG sugar baby.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's a very special episode that we're recording. This is also Cece's Ride or Die.
This is my bestie, guys.
I'm fucking pissed.
Well, this is my right-hand man. But she's to the left
She's
of
on
me.
your left. Wait.
Okay, well, you're the right hand. No, but metaphorically, this is my bestie. So I'm super excited to have her on the show. We have a lot of questions for her.
We do. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm frightened.
Yeah, she's been scared this whole time. For like this past week. I think Cece was telling me that she was like super nervous. And I'm like, she does not seem like the type to be nervous
like,
for
she
anything.
Doesn't seem like she's nervous. I'm like, she has like a stone cold demeanor that I feel like a lot of people don't know much about her. And I'm excited to give you the tea on her.
I'm like, you already know a lot about her.
I do.
It's more like me and all the sugar babies who need to really get to know her.
Well,
yes.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you guys to get to know her. I think she's cool.
I think
she's great. So
no one else thinks.
No.
Everyone who's met her says they hate her. Just kidding.
I'm so weak. No, but we're super excited to have you on the podcast.
So,
and I'm super...
So since it's her birthday, how old are you?
You never ask a woman her age. She's 21.
There we go.
I'm 33.
You're still young.
33. Hell yeah, yo. My great grandmother just turned 99.
We
Last
love
weekend.
that.
Last weekend.
That's fucking
So,
dope.
I'm 33. I'm still young. You know what I mean? I feel like once you hit like 80, you're pushed.
Not 80. I'm all 40s. Feels pushing it to me.
Hell no fucking way. There's no way, yo.
They do say 40's the new 30s. I guess.
I can't
we
wait to
won't
be
know until
40.
we get there.
No, I can't wait to be 40 because I feel like my 30s are making up for my 20s and my 40s I'm gonna be balling, bro.
Hell yeah. I feel like I've known so many people that have like started businesses, failed businesses, and restarted and then went to school. And in their 40s are bomb. You know what I mean? Because they lived through so much stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I guess that makes sense.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, kind of like who you are, where you come from.
Well, my name's Candice, for those of you that don't know me. Candice.
Do you have a nickname? I was thinking about that. I was like, Candice has no nickname.
I don't
Candy
know.
Girl. I was kidding.
They did call me Candy Girl for a long time,
shit.
yo. I think at a certain moment in my life, though, I had to tell my dad, like, yo, tell your family to stop calling me Candy Girl, because that's a stripper name.
Candy Girl.
Oh, they did, though. Like, they would even, like, request those songs.
It's Diamond Girl. I'm saying the wrong oldie. Oh my god. Shame on me.
But
ridiculous.
No, I was thinking about that.
Nickname.
No, you totally don't.
I don't.
So this is Candice.
This is Can. I'm just kidding. Now her nickname's RemiRose.
Oh, okay.
Yo, I get so many people that will see me randomly, and that's the first thing that they call me, because they don't know my name.
Yeah.
They call you RemiRose, or they call you Remy?
No, they call me RemiRose.
RemiRose.
Yeah. So I walked into the restroom one time at a club, and this girl, like, spotted me. She's like, "Oh my God, you're RemiRose."
Girl, I
I need to pee.
Move, bitch.
But yeah, yo, that's what a lot of people call me. They don't know my name.
So where does RemiRose come from? That's your business, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So RemiRose was actually born November 4th, about 6 years ago. So I introduced RemiRose as a fashion label. About 6 years ago. I was in college.
Wow.
But RemiRose came from Remy comes from my dad's name. His real name is Remigio. And I just cut it in half. I think that's what he should have named me. But I mean, you know.
That's honestly a really
They don't
pretty
even
name.
call my dad Remigio. They call him Micho. That's a whole different name.
I know.
Yeah.
And then his work shirt says Rudy. I'm all extra
Like,
confused.
and Rudy comes from his grandfather.
You know, Mexicans got a whole bunch of different names.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's where Remy comes from, and Rose at the time was one of the most popular names in 2016. So I felt like it was catchy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly. But I mean, who doesn't love roses either? You know, everybody loves.
Yeah.
They're very romantic.
Yeah.
And
Everybody
Beautiful
needs their
flowers.
roses,
Yeah. In any color.
it symbolizes so many different things.
Yeah.
I felt like it. You know, you can connect with it.
Yeah.
In every kind of way.
Yeah, because they have a whole bunch of different meanings depending on the color that you give somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Because white is like a sympathy
Selena.
one.
Oh, I thought Selena.
No, it's like.
White's
it's a sympathy rose. Like someone,
like
you know what I mean?
Okay.
I know yellow means friendship.
Oh, I'll give you a yellow.
Don't ever give me no fucking yellow roses over there, babe. She's
My
all,
dude always
it's not
gives me
me.
orange roses.
It's not you, it's me. It's my yellow roses to you.
We're friends
Jerk.
now. Let's take a cheers real quick.
Yeah, because Candice a little nervous.
Sorry, guys.
We're gonna loosen her up, and she's gonna. I don't know. Why are you so nervous? I'm right here. I'm gonna hold your hand. Here,
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
Wow.
I'm that type of
I'm a third wheel.
designer that or the creative that doesn't really get in front of the camera. I don't really like to.
I can appreciate that though. I love the mysteriousness behind you. What sparks your creativity?
I would say other creators. Definitely. I mean, I feel like I feed off of other people's creativity and their kind of their sanity, their soul. I feel like more creators that I meet, even within this area, because we started the business, and I feel like ever since we started the business on Central, I started meeting so many people that work on Central.
Yeah.
That I had no idea that were here.
Wow.
So when I get acquainted with all these people and I start meeting all these people, they definitely do feed my soul. I feel like that's the number one thing right now that's kind of sparking my creativity.
Everybody inspire everybody.
Yeah, you can. I feel like you can take a little bit. I mean, I'm not like y'all, like creative, but I feel like if
You
I
are.
were to be, I feel like, yeah, you kind of take a little bit from everybody. You don't like copy people, but you kind of
You
like
inspire.
Yeah, you pull inspiration
Yeah.
from them. Like, ooh, I like that, but let me adapt it to a different kind of way.
All artists, though.
Yeah.
You know, all artists.
Everybody's
are
inspired by everybody.
somebody.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, 'cause
like
now
some of
one-
the greatest people were inspired by, you know, great people.
Yeah.
And it's easier when it's like your neighborhood and like it's like the same like culture that you're like accustomed to.
Yeah.
So
I'm just kidding.
so
I always have to
let's
throw
bang
that
real
out.
quick where we're at.
Let's do it.
So if you were a color palette, what would your colors be?
Right now, it's definitely white, nude, brown, which is surprising
Why surprising?
You look good in brown.
because when I was younger,
Okay.
my family decorated their house with a lot of brown. Like, do you remember that era where people were decorating their house like safari? And
That's all Cece's bathroom?
her bathroom is like a green and a yellow.
I know, but it's safari, dude.
No,
That's
but
not like...
I'm talking about like
No shade, no shade. Come on.
But I love it.
See, I hope my mother-in-law sees this.
No, yo.
That is my mother-in-law's vibe, and that would explain. Hold on, choking.
No, because she actually uses color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do
So
have
it's not
green
just like
and
brown.
Yo,
like
yeah.
different tones of brown.
Okay.
Some of my tia's gonna be mad.
Oh.
I walked into some of my tia's houses and they were all brown. And I don't know why at the time it was like brown to where it was almost black and you didn't know
Like
if
super
it was
dark
black or
brown?
brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, just fucking do it. Do something black, like you know, black leather couches instead of like a dark brown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. So
They're playing it safe, probably.
I was kind of like over brown for a long time.
Yeah.
Seeing it in just home decor. And I used a lot of black. But you know what? That doesn't come from just me. Like, I picked that up from my mom. So a lot of my designs, when I started designing, I use a lot of black.
Yeah.
I also use a lot of white. I use a lot of green. I use a lot of red. But that's just colors that people design with colors that they grew up seeing.
Yeah.
I never use brown.
Like what they're accustomed to.
What would
you know
your
what
color
I mean?
palette be?
Pink.
I know, pink. Me too.
Pink, nude, white, black. I don't know. I'm not. But I don't wear pink. Like, I'm not like, I've always loved pink, but I never wear the color. So, you know what I mean? Like,
so if somebody was representing you and they were painting a portrait of you or like a painting that represented you, what would the color palette be?
I'm
pink.
Your hair pink. I want pink. Your hair pink.
You know, I was going to do my hair pink, and I was like, I don't think I look right in my skin tone. No, I don't know.
You look great.
I'm too brown for pink. I don't know. I just decided to go red. I just want to do something totally different, but if someone were to paint a picture of
fucking do it pink, yo.
I can't now. My hair's already fucked up.
I told Nia she should go back black.
I will. That's my next color.
I'm all be my little evil twin.
My lady is so over the red because I've had it for over a year now, and I didn't even realize that I had it for that long. You know what I mean? But I literally posted on my Instagram the other day, like, all these bitches are putting their hair red. All of a sudden, Carol G wanted to fucking make her hair red, and then everybody wanted to do. I'm not gonna say that, but Carol G must have came across my Instagram. I was
she slipped up. She like one of my pics.
Well, I'm like, everybody now wants red, so now I'm like hella over it. You know what I mean? But I just threw box eye on this shit, so I'm like, my hairstylist, who's my cousin, she's gonna fucking hate me when I tell her because I haven't told her that I did that yet.
Oh no,
yeah,
but
she hate you.
I know. But now, like, I'm just over it because my initial thing was to go back black. Because I always like to be opposite of what people are doing, like, during the seasons. You know what I mean? Like, everyone goes dark during the fall, so I usually like to go, like,
black
light.
my whole life.
I know! I'm like, I would love to see Cece in a different color.
I've been blonde for, like, 12 years.
I physically have made her go blonde.
It looks good on you, though. I think blonde looks good on, like, a brown skin tone.
No, she needs to be blonde. Like, she does not look good in any other hair color.
You know, after I chopped my hair off, and my hair was like its natural color for a little bit.
Yeah.
I looked really young.
So what's your natural color?
It's like a dark.
No, it's like a level 0. It's like the blackest black.
Yeah.
It's
your natural hair color?
Yes. And it's pin straight.
That's mine. My hair is super straight.
I just look too young to me.
You want to look
she
old?
Like
I want. You know what?
Or do you want to look like? No, you want to look old?
I don't want to look. I don't want to look that young.
Why not?
Honestly, I don't.
She just does not look good, guys.
Okay, so what about when you get older? You're gonna just keep embracing your age?
Because her hair will be like platinum blonde. It'll be like white.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, you'll have to, because then you'll have like white and grays.
Most people that know me, I switch it up. You know what I mean? I switch it up drastically sometimes.
When your hair, you said 12 years, you had it.
No, her hairstyle. She's like a little Lego. Her
hairstyle.
little Lego head. She's like, do you ever get backlash for doing braids? Like having like that style of hair?
No. I think the black girls will look at me like I'm a little crazy because the way I like my hair is to look messy. Like I like, because you know most black women love their hair to look neat.
Yeah.
Very, very neat. They'll take care of it for as long as they possibly can until they gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
But I love this style where like you're like warrior fucking
She's all
savage. You know, your hair is coming out of your braids type thing. That's what I like.
She real life does, guys.
You know what? The first time I met Candice, she had braids. But
she always
was
has
wearing
braids.
a hat, but that's like the only time I've ever seen you with braids. But that was like when you were living with your mom at that was like 4 years ago.
That was his
5
like
years
Halloween
ago.
party when she came back.
No. It wasn't it wasn't a Halloween party. It was just like a Sunday or some shit, or a Saturday.
It was Cole's party.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Cole's birthday.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's the first time I met you. You had braids on, but you had a hat with it, so I couldn't see like the messiness underneath it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like my braids to look messy.
She grew up in South Phoenix, guys. I don't know what's talking. So that's like literally part of like the culture. Like it's like a melting pot in South Phoenix. So like the culture just straight gets mixed.
I think it's just how you grew up. You know what I mean? Like what you've been around and what you're accustomed to. Is that how you feel, or you don't feel that way?
No, I don't think anybody in my family. I mean, my grandmothers and aunts, they braid their own hair. No one has added weave to their hair.
Yeah.
So I'm like the only one that kind of does that.
Yeah.
In my family, but I think that when it comes to our culture, I mean, we don't get, Indian people don't just pick that up. That's just who we are. We braid our hair.
Yeah.
When it comes to box braids, it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's more fashionable. I think it looks good on me, so I do it all the time.
It looks great on you.
So what's your ethnicity? You said Indian, or you're Native American.
Native American. I know I have Native American in me. I don't know what tribe I'm from.
It's okay.
But my mom's Mexican.
Okay.
But I feel like everybody's Indian. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
I think so too. At least some piece
and
of them.
we're in Arizona. This is Mexican soil. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I'm native to this land.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
Yeah. So we kind of brushed on like the name RemiRose, and we didn't really get to dive into what that is or what it entails. So what is RemiRose? What is your business? What do you do? Where did you start? How long has it been?
How old is RemiRose?
Yeah, how old is
So
RemiRose?
you did brush up on that.
So roughly about 6 or 7 years old. And
I was kidding. Carrying the one.
I introduced the label on my birthday. And our first event was 7 different looks. And in the beginning, I wanted it to be fast fashion. That's what I wanted it to be. I never wanted, honestly, to be in bridal.
So what switched to bridal? Because I want to know that question.
You never wanted bridal? So fast fashion, what is that? Because I don't really know what that is.
So fast fashion is something that trends come and go. Like, very,
what's
very
trendy?
Like what's right now?
Yeah.
So like you see the boutiques that come and they're shooting every single day because they have new looks.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
You know, that's fast fashion.
Okay.
Forever 21, H&M, those are like high labels of fast fashion.
Yeah.
But the level that I'm trying to be on is more like Zara's. You know, where they're only held in Scottsdale. There's only one here in Arizona. That's the level that I'm trying to reach when it comes to fast fashion. However, when I was in college, my designs were too intricate for most people.
Wow.
So
she's very Jaja.
Yeah. When I started designing, I had an instructor that told me there's only one place that you're going to get away with selling them, and that's in bridal. And I kind of figured when I started to design that a lot of that was pouring out of me because that's what I see when I was growing up.
Okay.
My grandmother, I was that kid going to my grandmother's house every single weekend or every summer.
Yeah.
The fact that she wasn't in Mexico, but she's in South Phoenix, I would come every summer and I would stay with her and I would watch her and be so intrigued by what she was doing.
Yeah.
So intrigued. So I started helping with small projects at 7. Mm-hmm. So I started beading at 7. I started hand sewing at 7. Oh. She would give me little projects at 7 years old just because I wasn't that kid that wanted to go outside and play. I wanted to sit right next to her and draw and help her do whatever she was doing.
So your grandmother she was also a designer?
She's like a master seamstress.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So my grandmother went to school for fashion in Mexico. Probably like 20 years prior. Wow. She got a degree. And then she also went to school, a lot of people don't know this, for cosmetology.
Oh. So she does hair and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she doesn't do hair anymore. Yeah. So it was like she played with 2 different industries and she wanted to see which one was more lucrative for her. Yeah. And then which one she liked most. Okay. So my grandmother grew up in Chihuahua and she came from a family of a lot. I don't know how many there are. There's like 6 or 9 or something like that. Yeah. So she went to school and she took advantage of the schooling that she had the opportunity to, at the time, that was cosmetology and fashion. And she picked up fashion very quickly. Like she would make clothes for her dolls. at a very young age.
So it just came natural to her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess that's when you know, right?
Yeah.
If it comes naturally, you're not working too hard
No,
for it. That's kind of like your calling.
That's so weird how that happens.
And that's how it came to you at 7? You just felt like, this is me?
Honestly, to be honest with everybody, I don't know if it was just my grandmother that intrigued me.
Yeah.
Or the actual fashion part of hand sewing and like the fashion part of it. I don't know what it was.
So Candice in high school was very fashionable. Like obviously she's just like a little fashionista, but she was always very like different. She's like such an old soul. I'm all talking about her. I'm all answering your questions for you, but she's such an old soul that like I feel like fashion has always been like coded into your DNA. Like I don't know, it's just you've always like she's never dressed like I feel like I'm a trendy girl and I'm always like with the trends and whatever's fashionable. Candice is not. Like she's always just been like
she's her own person.
Literally,
right? You're like
you
wear whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. She's always been like that. She's always went against the grain.
Yeah.
Like she's always just like you've always been like that.
It's funny because I remember in high school, people would always ask me if I wore Jordans. Like, do I have a lot of Jordans? And I would tell people no.
That's a thing.
That wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
I wore Pumas. I wore Nikes. I wore Air Forces.
Air Forces were a big thing, so you're kind of cool.
Oh my god.
So, but like to elaborate on that fashion at that time, like Puma would come out with some pretty cool shit. Like I would get Pumas that had a matching fucking bag to it. You know what I mean? Like a matching backpack to it.
Okay.
And that was a part of accessories for me. Like I think I pulled off that kind of those looks with accessories.
So you feel like accessories?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are a big thing.
Accessories for me, like any kind of shoe that I wear, I have a matching accessory too.
So you changed into bridal. So now you just strictly do bridal, or do you have other stuff too?
She's coming back. She's making a comeback, guys.
Like what does RemiRose include? I know now you switched into bridal even though you kind of didn't want to, but that's kind of like, is that like your main thing is bridal now?
So bridal right now for the House of RemiRose is definitely just bridal.
Okay.
And that happened after my instructor telling me that I was only able to sell what I was designing.
Yeah.
So when I knew that I can sell that, if I just turned it into white, because everybody has a passion, everybody wants to be able to be profitable.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to just create things and not be profitable.
100%.
So I turned it white, and my first collection, even in college, I had it sold.
Wow.
And it wasn't even white.
I just think bridal is like the exception. Like for me, nails, like I feel like girls are able to express themselves through nails.
Yeah.
And it's like that one thing that they can truly be themselves. So bridal, I feel like you could show up whomever, whatever princess you want to be, you're all right.
Like now when you see it on the runway, there's so many different type of bridal looks. Like the pantsuit or like a pantsuit with a fucking train on it. Or there's so many different variables or different type of things within bridal, and I've only seen like a few type of things. I'm not a runway person, I don't really watch that stuff, but the things that I see, it's so like transformed, and everyone like wears different shit, whether you're straight, gay, bisexual, whatever the fuck you are, men, women, whatever. Everyone has a desired look, and it's not just the basic like mermaid dress or something. So do you tailor your dresses to what your clients want? Like, can you make dresses for their vision, and do you draw it up for them, or how does that work?
So we do have custom services here at the House of RemiRose, but anything custom from scratch will run you about
$4,000. Okay. I'm gonna tell you 4 because I know the real.
She knows the real numbers.
I'm all keep it 100.
It's funny because you don't get many girls that have these ideas.
Yeah.
And not only that, like the budget. You know, the budget comes to play, and that's when stuff gets real.
Okay.
That's when shit gets really real.
Okay.
You know? The average budget in bridal is about $1,200 for anybody in Arizona. That's the average budget that people want to spend. But over here on this side of town, the average budget is about 11,
Okay.
10, $1,000. That's all they're gonna spend. They're not gonna want to spend any more than
Crazy amount, yeah.
So I know who I'm catering to.
Okay.
And I want everyone to find what they're looking for. If I can't find you here in the House of RemiRose, I'm gonna point you in the right direction.
Okay.
However, anywhere outside of my doors, it's gonna be about $1,800.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Most traditional boutiques, you're gonna have to order something, and a lot of brides do not know that you have to place an order for the dress that you want. If you go and pick something at a traditional boutique, it's gonna take 6 to 9 months to come in.
Holy shit.
But let's just say that we're in some sort of recession, or there's a pandemic going on. It's longer than that.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, when those times do hit, people still, in fact, more so want to get married. Like, even in their living room, they want to get married.
They just want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they still want a dress.
Yeah.
They still want to purchase a dress. So my job is to either find them what they're looking for, because here you're going to find something off the rack, and I'm going to tailor it to your body.
Okay.
But in a traditional boutique, you're going to have to
It's a little bit different.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So the dresses that you have here on rack, are brides able to come, pull something off the rack, and kind of change it a little bit?
I just had a cousin that's getting married in a week, and her dress was an A-line dress, and she wanted it to be more of like a ball gown. Not so much ball gowny. So like a ball gown is kind of like a quinceañera kind of big dress.
That's me.
And she wanted like that.
Princess.
Yeah.
Princess feel.
Yeah.
I want a fat ass dress.
And
don't show these
she's
curves.
Like, I love the dress.
Yeah.
But I want it bigger.
Bigger. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was our job to make it bigger, and that's what she got.
It worked out?
Definitely,
Oh, that's awesome. See, that's the kind of shit I want. So if you got it, you got it. Do you do any other colors?
Oh yeah,
like black?
I have a client that's wanting white dress with black embroidery.
Oh,
yeah,
that's different.
Do you do any other type of dresses for any? Like, do you do quince dresses? Like, do you do like the bridal party dresses, or you just strictly do brides?
At this time, the only people that I'm catering to are bride and quinceañera. If it's a specific person that, let's just say, she can't find a dress for whatever reason, then I'll take in consideration if we have the time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't take time in consideration. For someone that wants something very specific because they have a very specific body type, whatever the case is, we could definitely take care of you. But you have to give me time. You can't ask
be coming last minute and be like, I want all this extravagant bullshit.
I think that's one of my biggest challenges, is telling people no.
Yeah.
Telling people that what they're asking for is just way too much.
Yeah.
For me.
Well, that's good, because you don't ever want to promise a bride something and then they're looking forward to it and you can't deliver that for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What has been like your most hardest design, or like your most emotional design that you've ever had to do?
My most emotional design would have to be about a year ago. I had a friend contact me about her daughter passing away, and she wanted me to make her a dress. I didn't have no measurements to go based off of. I didn't have anything. I had a dress that she wore for Halloween, or a pajama dress. I can't remember exactly what kind of dress she gave me, but that was probably the most emotional garment that I've ever had to make in my entire life.
How old was her daughter?
2 years old.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. It was very hard for me to create this dress because, it wasn't something that I can profit off of. It wasn't anything like that. It was very, very emotional project. I had to kind of take a step back and think about it, but I didn't want to let these people down, because these are people that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So I took it to the chin and I made it.
I love that. Oh, I'm emotional. Okay.
So, what steps have you taken to protect your business? Has anybody ever tried to like steal your image or like RemiRose or like anything like that?
Fake Instagram?
Anything like that?
I don't think of fake Instagram. I don't think anything like that. I do get emails from people that try to take like website privileges and stuff like that, to steal it, to try to make fake accounts or nothing like that.
But what is your logo?
So the logo is actually a widow that has a veil over her.
Okay.
She's actually a Greek.
Well, it's me.
You're not a widow.
I am.
Your man's right there. Behind the
Not
camera.
a widow at all. At the time, I couldn't. I've had many logos come to me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't pick one. I couldn't pick one. And I was working with, his name is Zabu. He designed the font of RemiRose.
Okay.
Not designed, but I'm sure he picked it up from like a free,
Like
whatever.
a font thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he picked the font. He picked the logo, because of course he didn't design it, because you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
I see it like on tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. I see it everywhere. So I don't trademark that. However, everybody keeps asking me to trademark myself. So create that logo. I'm not there yet.
What does that mean?
Like,
I don't know what that
put
means.
her face on
So
that logo.
basically making that image look a little bit more like me.
Yeah.
And the only way that she's going to look like me is if she has a hat on. So people have came to me already. Designers have came to me already. And they're like, okay, let's keep the veil.
Yeah.
Let's keep the image of the face just a little different. We'll make her eyes maybe a little bit more chinita. We'll put a hat on her. We'll keep the veil on her. But let's just switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
To keep it more original. And I do agree with it. I just haven't found the right
Logo.
Artist.
artist.
Any artists out there, if you want to take a little jab at that, find her logo and just hit that shit real quick and send it to her.
Yeah.
So what's your handles on social media?
Everything. House of RemiRose.
Did you have to put House of RemiRose because of the boutique, or what was your like strategy switching from RemiRose to the House of RemiRose?
What the?
Honestly, prior relationships have purchased names, and in a prior relationship, they purchased RemiRose.com.
Under their name?
Yes. So under their account, under their name, they had purchased the name.
Oh shit.
But without my consent, they came to me and they already owned the name.
That's trash. That's petty.
I mean, things get petty real quick in relationships.
But
You know what I mean?
that kind of felt like a little like I have a hand over you kind of
But
thing.
at first,
You know
it
what I
probably
mean?
was a good intentions until shit went south, and then
Who knows? Who knows what?
Liars.
Because I feel like a
I
lot
know
of people,
you. No.
a lot of people know good ideas when they see them. A lot of people know who's gonna prosper, who's gonna grow, who has it in them.
Exactly, but don't you think that would be them being like petty, like having an
Of
upper
course.
hand over you?
Yeah,
So it's
I
not
mean,
like
there's two sides to every story.
nah,
You know
girl.
what I mean? But
uh-uh.
my
I want to know
side.
your side.
So
No,
if
no, of course. I'm
okay,
only
so
gonna-
put it in your shoes. If Mike have done that to you, and let's just say it's never gonna happen, but you guys didn't work out, would you feel that he was having an upper hand over you because you couldn't be able to use that name anymore?
That's a good
No,
question.
absolutely.
Right?
I know from her perspective. I'm just trying to get it out of her.
Right? Or am I right?
No, you're
Like,
right. No, it becomes that, but that just comes down to letting people into your business. I've been in business for 4 years, and Mike is barely becoming part owner of my business. So that just comes with like who you who you know is like solid for you.
Yeah.
I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
By being very vulnerable and allowing this person to make a lot of big decisions, and
Were
not
you?
not that was my decision.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't my decision.
Yeah.
He purchased the name without my consent. And at the time when he purchased the name, it was a gift. But the gift never got transferred into my name.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it out like the pureness of your heart,
yeah.
At least give her the money or like fucking put it under her name. Don't be like, or whatever it is.
Not only that, even after the relationship, you would have thought
to transfer it over at that point.
Because he don't own that name.
But that's what I'm saying.
I had to purposely transfer or think of a different name.
Yeah. Because it didn't belong to you.
Because, yes.
Anymore.
It didn't belong to me. So when I was looking and scouting for places to start my business, I kept thinking about the name. Because I kept asking Cece, what am I going to call this place? Because I'm solely only thinking about bridal.
Yeah.
But the fact that
name was not.
The fact that name wasn't available. And honestly, I'm going to be honest.
Be honest, girl.
The house of RemiRose didn't come from just nothing. It came from because we're in an actual house. Mm-hmm. But that idea to be in this house wasn't mine. It was Cece's.
Mm-hmm. That was your idea to name it that?
No.
It to physically be here,
It was Cece's idea for me to contact or get a hold of the man that owned the house. This property.
Okay.
I didn't know that a family owned this house and the house next door, which most people know as Azúcar Coffee at the time. And we had very good relationships with them because we grew up with them. They're the ones that told us how to reach the family and get a hold.
So Candice was gun-ho on being on Central. She wanted to be on Central. She's seen the 5-year plan for Central, so she was like, I need to be on Central. And I was like, dude, it would be hella dope if you were in the wedding venue. And she's like, that family is never going to give me that house. And I was like, well... So she toured South Plaza, and we seen it, and loved South Plaza, but just was not
the location
right for us at all. It needed a lot of work, and it just needed a lot of work. It's old as hell. So, I mean, this place is old as hell, and we put a lot of work into it.
Can you tell us the location of where this is at for people who don't know?
So this is called Alvarada Village, and it's a wedding venue. Mm-hmm. However, it's been a wedding venue for about 6 years. Most people know this venue word of mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely.
The son got married here, and that sparked it to be like
what it is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So it's been a business for 6 years.
Mm-hmm. And Candice did her senior photo shoot here.
Yeah.
We've had family that has rented out the venue, and we've personally been here to party. So I was just like, if you want to be on Central, if you're going to open up a bridal boutique, open it up right there at the bridal venue. And she literally was like, they're never going to do it. And at first they told us no.
No. They definitely told us no.
They were like, absolutely not.
They definitely told us no.
Uh-huh.
And this was, I want to say about 3 years ago. But COVID hit. Mm-hmm. COVID hit.
COVID sucks.
COVID hit, and I will remember the day that the owner called me and told me that my name had landed on his desk many times.
Shout out Mia. Mia too. Mia.
Because we had I didn't. Cece had connections within the family that I didn't have. And I felt like the neighbors next door to us, Azúcar at the time, were planning my name on the desk as many times, but it probably was more so Cece's people, which was Mia at the time.
Shout out Mia. Love you.
We love you, Mia. Thank you.
She's a huge supporter, so we absolutely love her.
So
she reposts all our stuff. She's on it.
She does.
Come on, just go here.
He called me, and I was actually working at another bridal boutique, and I was with a client, and I answered the phone. And he told me who he was, and I asked if I can call him back after I finished with my client.
He's like, really, bitch?
You better answer me, bitch.
No, I definitely called him right back, set up an appointment. I didn't pitch anything right away.
And I was the first one to show up to the appointment. He's like, what is going on? I'm like,
she's just late naturally. Is that what you said?
No, I showed up. No, we showed up at the same time.
Definitely late naturally though.
Be honest, bitch. Yes, she is raw, bitch.
Yo.
Yes, she is. But I got her.
No. Yeah.
But she showed up. She showed up.
So, no, but I'm just saying because he asked me and he was like, "Are you guys trying to do a wedding expo?" And I'm like, "No, we're trying to get housed here." He's like, "There's no room for you," and I'm like, "I think there is."
No, so I had already scouted other places on Central, 2 other locations, but this is where we wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
So when we pulled up and Cece had already talked to him, he had already had the idea of we're trying to do a bridal expo.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm trying to run my business here.
Yeah.
I need some square footage anywhere on the property to sell wedding dresses. I said, we also trying to do nails, makeup, hair, the whole 9 for brides.
Yeah.
And he's like, looked at me, well, where am I gonna set up?
Mm-hmm.
He said, this is my office, but where would I go? The establishment that we're in, it's a house.
Yeah.
It's a house.
So he had a lot of room.
Definitely has a lot of room because it's a 5-bedroom house.
But do they live?
It has about 2. No.
Okay.
Nobody lives in the estate.
It's a it's a venue.
So it was empty. This area
this
was
is all
empty.
this.
So currently, right now, for people who don't know, we're in the vault,
The
which
vault,
is like the lower part of the building.
So the vault
is
is
the basement
it's
area.
literally the storage of the venue. So we came in and literally kicked out the
30 years ago, this area that we're in right now was a theater.
Yes, it was. They even had popcorn when we were cleaning it out.
A theater.
It was a theater for the family.
They had whole seating rows. They had everything.
They had a screen. They had like, I would say couches that reclined.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
They had rows and rows of they had peanuts everywhere where we had to cut
Oh my God.
Not Texas Roadhouse?
No.
So where are the buns?
Dude, I'm proud of us.
Definitely.
I'm fucking proud of us.
Yo, I had to carry those fucking couches out myself.
Because I was yelling at her, I was like, is it ready for me? And she's like, no.
They couldn't see our vision.
They do.
Yo, they could not see the vision that we were trying to provide on paper in black and white.
Absolutely not.
Where most people knew that we could do this.
Yeah.
In our sleep, we could do this.
Yeah.
But people that don't know us, people that are new to not only my industry but her industry, that know that we can make it, they didn't know what we wanted to do.
Dude,
They didn't.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
He was asking if we wanted to do an event. And I'm like, nah, yo, I want you to move your tables.
Yeah.
And go to the other side.
Yeah, this
of
is
the
my
house.
shit now. Yeah.
So basically, what Cece and I rent out is about 2,000 square feet
That's
of the house.
Really,
That's a big house.
And that's not even touching like the bigger part of the house. We're like on the side of the house, so
we're the back of the house.
The back of the house, and that we're the closest to the actual venue, but. The office moved to the front of the house. They have ample room. They actually look way better in the front. I'm like, you guys needed to be in the front the whole time.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see our vision come to life, but actually they have grown and their establishment has come prettier. They've like leveled up. I feel like since we've been here.
So it's like they didn't think that they needed a tighter space to really amplify their vision, and now that they were put in that. I wouldn't say they were put in that predicament, but
they were.
But they were given the option to do that. Yeah. It kind of amped not only you guys, but their business at the same time.
It really, truly did.
About to liven shit up in this motherfucker. We're about to like get off the bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. It's not bullshit. We're about to get off the little things, and we're gonna like add some little raw sugar into this. Right. Okay, so we're about to get a little crazy. We're about to get a little kinky. We're about to get a little nasty. Okay.
Oh, I like it.
The question that I wrote for Candice, because I'm very curious, and this is. And I'm going to be honest. Okay, I told Cece this earlier. The first time that I met Candice, she had like her box braids, or she had braids, she had a hat on. she seemed very like dominating to me, and I don't think dominating is a word, but she seemed very dominant to me, like very like not masculine, but she seemed very like giving off like lesbo vibes. Yes, she's getting very like lesbo vibes off to me because I've never met her like personally. That was kind of like the first time I met her, but the vibe that she was giving was very strong, like very like dominant, very like I'll rock your world, bitch, like kind of shit like that. And I was just like, who is she? But not to me, but just kind of like, she just like, and I don't mean no disrespect, but it just, I have a really good gaydar, so, I mean, obviously that was kind of fucked up because you're not gay, but it just kind of came up in that vibe, you know what I mean? And I know Cece said like, your family you have a lot of gay family
definitely
relatives.
Yes.
So I just don't know. I just think it was a bad thing. So the question that I came up with was, and I'm reading this off my phone, I wrote these earlier. If you were, because I know you're not, if you were a lesbian, would you take the strap, give it, or both?
You need to elaborate.
No, girl.
I'm confused.
Are you
okay?
So would you be like a pillow princess? And for the people who aren't lesbian out there, pillow princess is like, you just lay back and let the other girl do all the work. So you would take the strap, like the other girl's wearing the strap, and you take it. Okay. Or would you wear it and give it to the other girl, like you're more like dominant, like, no, I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to give it to you? Or would you do like both? Like you take it and give it? Because I'm gay, for people who don't fucking know, I do both. So I just want to see, like, you know, in a fantasy world, like if you were gay, if you were to do that, what would be your vibe?
The person that does both.
Okay.
And here's the reason why. Because I'm definitely a pleaser.
That's me.
Yeah, I definitely love to cater to people, and I wanna say that it kind of helps me reach a point if I've helped other people reach their point.
Yes,
exactly. And that's how I am. What would you be, Cece? I'm not just gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask you too.
I would say both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're the type of person like, okay, you guys both aren't gay, Avi. Maybe Cece a little bit, but but you know, for your men, you feel the same way, both of you.
Oh yeah. Well, I wouldn't do nothing with him, like.
Well,
but I
bitch,
would.
not with the strap. I'm saying like.
I wouldn't.
I'm saying like you're a pleasure person, so you like to give pleasure and like you feed off of that, like seeing them get off. You know what I mean?
You get off on them getting off. Absolutely, yeah.
Candice,
No,
you're a man.
I definitely am a pleaser.
Okay,
So
Scared of her.
see, I'm the same way. I love to give. Obviously, for people who don't know, all the sugar babies know by now that I'm fucking gay, but I love to give. I actually like to give more than I receive.
I'm a receiver for show.
No, I like to.
she's a pillow princess.
Okay, I am a pillow princess, but
throw that pillow over here so I can lay it on her right here.
I am. I'm just spoiled. But sometimes I like to give. I love, yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
No, I do.
Mike, can you attest to that?
I do.
Yo,
But-
that's actually surprising.
I'm not a pillow fucking princess. Like, what? I do.
Yeah, you are, bitch.
Shut the fuck up. No.
Okay, would it be different if you're with a woman?
No.
You think it'd be the same way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Next question.
Next question.
For both of you.
What?
I guess, let me ask both of you. I guess all three of us.
Okay.
What would you prefer? Ass or titties?
Ooh, can I go first?
Go ahead, girl. You already spoke up.
Ass, for sure. I love...
Why?
I don't know, I just like a girl with a big butt and small boobs.
Natural or fake?
Natural.
Would you like a bitch who had a fake ass?
Props. Yeah. I don't
Candice?
discriminate.
I'm gonna
If
be
they got
honest.
the money.
I think everybody expects me to be an ass type of girl, but I'm not.
You said she was.
You don't...
Her best friend says she was an ass person.
I like
so
butt.
you don't even
I like
know.
No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I appreciate the women
Yeah.
that that are top heavy
Okay.
and that don't have an ass to match. Like
She's
it's
all
okay.
skinny,
Like,
she's all...
it's okay. Like, but it's because you're either or. You know what I mean? I don't think it's very rare to find someone that can appreciate both.
That's natural?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
And that's probably why
I'm not
it.
gonna discriminate the women that are not.
Yeah.
Because low key, like, honestly,
I feel like it's your vibe.
Okay.
I don't feel like there's like a type because I know I don't not have a type at all.
Definitely. Like,
I don't have a type, and I just feel like it's just like your vibe, like what you bring to me and how I feel with you is what I like.
I have a lot of friends that, you know, have had work done.
Yeah.
And I think they're very attractive.
Yeah.
But I think it has a lot to do with the way they take in the work that they've gotten and their personality.
Okay.
Because not that I look at them in any type of way,
Okay.
but just the work that they've gotten done, I just find them more attractive because that's what they love.
But they feel more comfortable in their own skin.
But do you think that you find them more attractive because that's kind of like the thing right now? Because if it was prior to like big titty, small waist, big ass, do you think you would still find them attractive?
I'm not a trendy type of person.
But that is trendy right now.
It is.
That's
So
how
it's like very controversial. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a trendy type of thing, but I'm not that type of person where I'm following the trends. I don't want to, you know, look at the women that have all this work done. It's all up to like your personality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you can have a banging body, but you can be ugly because your personality is trash.
Let's talk about that. You can be a 10, but your personality is trash.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like,
yo.
Personality is all, and like your confidence level, everything like that matters. Like,
But people who buy bodies, their confidence is already at like fucking 20.
sometimes not.
Nope.
Really?
You want to know why?
Absolutely.
Because they do it for the wrong
Yes.
reasons.
They don't do that for themselves, so you're gonna have body dysmorphia regardless. Like,
Yeah.
So, for instance, I know that I do have
Yeah.
body dysmorphia. If
Me
I was
too.
to get work done, I would still find something wrong
Yeah.
with that work.
Not only that. Like, let's go a little deeper. Like, women do this why? You know why? Why do women do this? Because I'm gonna be very honest. I'm not the type of woman that is gonna go. If I feel like my top lip is smaller than my bottom lip, I'm gonna go get work done because I want them to match. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of woman to feel that if people have told me that, I'm gonna go fix it for any reason. And I feel like a lot of women do it for the wrong reasons.
Yes. If it's for yourself,
How?
100%, yeah.
like
Yeah,
you need to feel
definitely.
good. You need to feel comfortable in your own skin. That's absolutely. But if you're doing it because everybody else is doing it,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, definitely.
you're
Like,
still gonna feel cringe in your own skin, and that's just
yeah,
not fun.
I've heard a lot of stories where women are doing it for their men.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's a big trend, and that's okay. But I'm not the type of person where I'm gonna go and go under.
I feel like your men should just love you for you,
definitely.
Or women.
or women.
Yes.
Your spouse should just love you for you.
Yeah, your partner.
Yes.
So we're gonna kind of like cut this right now because we've kind of had a really good conversation about everything.
Yes.
But I'm gonna go in. So our next episode that we're actually gonna be recording is our friendship episode. So I kind of wanted to get a little input on Candice's idea about friendship. So I wanted to ask her just to kind of dive into our next episode. What is your definition of friendship? Like what do you think friendship is? You know, kind of lead us into going into our next episode, I guess I should say. Like, what is your definition of that?
Her definition is CCF, baby, because I don't want her to have no friends. Okay, go.
Come on, I just go here. No, but seriously, like that's going to be a deep conversation that Cece and I go into on Raw Sugar on our next episode. So now that you're here and this is the episode prior to that, I kind of really want to get your perspective on friendship. I want to know what your definition of that is and how. What's your thought about that?
So my thought process when it comes to friendship is, it's just like a relationship. It's deep. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's sad. Sometimes it's happy. It's all the above. And I feel like when you're in a friendship for years, you watch someone grow from, you know, a child to an adult to someone that goes through things. You're gonna love that person no matter what they go through. You know, if they start a business, if they get married, if they get engaged, if they have kids, you have to watch that person go through all these different aspects of their life, and you gotta love them for the person that they are at that time.
So you have to basically go through the motions with them.
You gotta go through their seasons with them for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because, you know, you never know when someone's gonna make up, break up, have a kid, get married, start, you know, anything like that.
Where they're at in their life at that point, And
I feel like there's so many different aspects when it comes to a friendship that if they're real friends, they're gonna see those different aspects or different levels to life.
Yeah.
And you're gonna love them no matter what. No matter what. Because at the end of the day, real friends, I feel like, will never skip a beat. Mm-hmm. It's almost like we go through these trials, and I can always come back and never skip a beat.
Yeah.
But I've been told that my feelings could be a little cold sometimes. But there's reasons for however people feel, and feelings are just temporary. Everybody.
They're liars. Feelings are liars. Don't ever execute on them.
Yeah, don't ever plan
feelings
on
are liars.
Feelings.
Ever.
So
I don't think so.
I think my longest friendship has been with Cece.
Yeah.
But we've seen each other through a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things. A lot of very hardship things. Mm-hmm. You know, and I feel like when you know, hurdle through those different kind of obstacles, that's what makes you real friends.
Yeah.
You know, because I think, you know, we're both fair to say that we've been through some tough things, and we've fought just like normal people.
Like physically fought.
Oh, Lord.
We have. But
everybody thinks it's Peachy King because
hell yeah.
But like it's not. It's a relationship. It's a whole ass relationship, and
honestly, to keep those real relationships, those real friendships, you're gonna have tough conversations.
Yes,
you have to tough conversations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And me and Cece have had some tough conversations, like just with business alone. Like
You think relationships with like just like regular relationships is cool, but try and go into business with somebody that is your friend is like,
that's a whole different aspect of a relationship. That's a whole different aspect of a partnership, of a friendship.
Mm-hmm. So you guys feel you're pretty strong right now?
Oh yeah,
that's good.
I feel like when it comes to me and Cece's relationship, it's unbreakable. Like there's nothing that can break. There's nothing that can break this.
And you know what? That's a real friendship.
Yeah, because a lot of things have been sent to break us, and we haven't. Broken it.
I love that. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. Thanks to Candice for joining us today on her birthday. You guys might not see this for another week or so, but today is November 4th. It's a Friday. So happy birthday to you again.
Happy birthday.
Woo! Everyone in the background say happy birthday. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys follow her on Instagram and all her handles. It's at
House of RemiRose.
Yes.
Yes.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
Love you.
Love you.
I had family members that went.
I would have sent some flowers and been like, look.
No, yeah, for sure. So I had family members that had went. They were part of the family. They told me that the garment fit her perfect. Like it was fucking perfect on her.
See that? You know, a lot of people don't believe in God or shit like that, but the fact that shit works out like that.
I was guided. You know what I mean?
You know?
Yeah, definitely. No, for sure.
Big time.
Because
it's like you don't know,
I
but
didn't drink. I just realized I'm drinking 3 of those freaking Topo Chicos.
It's hit me
And 2
already.
shots. And I was sitting there, I was like, this podcast is good.
Keep going. Keep going.
Hey, it's a lot of focus. I'm like, this is good, man. That's great.
first of all,
Hey, the camera's all focused on the butterflies. It's all in the corner and shit. You know? Hey, why are you doing the recording?
if we're all fucking crying at the end of the night.
Now, real shit though. Real shit, when he opened his third one, I was like, oh, damn, they're going not good for him. I was like, all right, good.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta cool down my core temperature. And I was like, well, these all have alcohol in them. I was
You're
like,
like, this isn't mineral water. No, I thought this was a regular Topo Chico.
No. There ain't nothing regular about our drinks. We drink water, but we don't drink it.